welcome to paradise. Honolulu, Hawaii, the site of the annual tradition of bowl season, the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Alabama's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Floating away. Fires downfield. Fires and picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over. Not the start this offense won.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Defense in press coverage. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get... Oh, they knock it free. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. At midfield, he's got room. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Trying to get to it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Milroe. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Skips away from pressure. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Back to throw, it's Ward. He makes the connection. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
On the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, going to the air. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this? These guys are going for 2. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to run it. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Alabama pushing the tempo. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He'll run it again. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Getting some heat. Quarterback adapting. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds his man, and they convert. Gets away from one, finds some space. Oh, look out, there he goes. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's a 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown time! Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Black 14! Black 14!
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to pound it in. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a one-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away.
Afterburners coming. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off and the touchdown counts. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Fires into traffic, picked off. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Looking for his man in the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Pressure coming. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about drawing a plum assignment. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways this Hawaii Bowl has lived up to expectations. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Hawaii Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with fires into traffic. It's picked off. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they... Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Illinois' offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Motion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Trying to find his man on first down. A little screen to the running back. Shakes off the tackler. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a... And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. brought down for the sack.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Haynes. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Petty. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll keep it on the ground. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back on the move. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Illinois right back to the line. They'll try the right side. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
It's now second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking for a man. It's Petty. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, finding Illini. Looking for the two-point try. They move the tight end all over. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Alabama. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. He made him pay for that short kickoff. 78 yards. He returned it for a touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he's knocked down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass. It's Petty. Feeling some heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass, using his legs to buy some time. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he is greeted and knocked down in the backfield. A negative play for this offense. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You know, Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got some room headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown tie! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Illinois lining up quickly. Dropping back, it's Petty. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quickly complete.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Petty. Now adjusting. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Try to barge their way in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They're testing the right side here. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Scanning the field, it's Petty. Gets it out fast. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left. I got to stick with the play, because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Straight ahead from inside his 25. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Escapes the sack. extending the play. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, what a move! Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. Nice momentum swing for this defense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so it's